Story 1 by user slash Luna414. This was around the when my mom felt like she deserved a few nights out, that me and my brother were old enough to take care of ourselves. My brother was 16 at the time, and I just turned 15. My mom invited her best friend to go to Faces, a bar or club or something, while my older cousins liked to go. Her best friend's daughter also happened to be my best friend at the time. My mom's friend, we'll call her Daisy, came by our house to pick up my mom, and to drop off my friend, who we'll call Danny, and her cousin, who we'll call Sol. At that time, Sol had been living with Danny and her mom because of family problems she was having. So she hung out with me and Danny whenever she went out. When my mom and Daisy left, my uncle came and dropped off my cousin, Alec, to hang out with my brother Toby. At first, we were all just messing around, playing Wii games, and settling down to watch Netflix. We tried to chill out and sleep, but we were all just had too much energy, and eventually my brother jokingly suggested we go to the park. It's about 2 blocks away from the house. I don't think he thought that anyone would actually agree to go, seeing as it was almost 2 a.m., but everyone was down for it. So we got our sweaters and shoes on, and started for the park. When we were a little over halfway there, we realized none of our dumbasses actually brought the soccer ball. We didn't all want to go back for it, so my brother sent me and Daddy to go get it, while Sol, Alec, and him would meet us at the park. I should mention, we by no means live in a safe neighborhood. I don't know what we were thinking when we decided to go. Anyways, me and Danny were making our way back, talking ironically of how easy we were to kidnap. I can't believe we were so stupid. I'm more on the heavy side, so I'd be hard to target. But Danny was tall and super thin and super light, so she'd be pretty easy to take. While we were taking mindlessly, we noticed a pickup truck passing by, and we didn't think much of it. When we arrived back at the house, we went inside in the back door because my uncle who lives with us was sleeping, and we didn't want to wake him up and get in trouble. I kinda wish we'd woken him up after we got the ball from the house and went back to the back door. When we got to the gate that would take us to the front yard, we heard a car engine running. I, being the taller and thoughtless one, peeked over the fence and saw the same truck that passed us earlier. To this day, me and Danny still argue whether the truck was black or white. I swear to God it was black. Anyways, we quietly lost our shit and calmed down and agreed to wait for it to leave. After 2 minutes went by, we got kind of antsy and slowly started freaking out again. Finally, the truck drove off. We waited about 30 seconds, then we went through the gate and booked it towards the park. We stopped running a block away because we figured we were in the clear. How naive of us. A couple minutes later, we heard a car coming up. But us, being idiots, didn't think it was the truck again. How wrong we were. This is the part that I remember every time I hear tires screeching in the street. The darn truck comes barreling toward us on the sidewalk. We screech and try to run, but the truck cut us off. The person driving it must have put the car in park or something, because when we ran around the truck in the street, it took them a while to come after us. Thankfully, there's a lady on that street with a ridiculous amount of trees and bushes in her yard. We dived into her front bushes and hid behind her fountain and saw a truck revving past us down the street. We held our breath until we saw it take a turn out of sight. At this point, I was crying a little and basically having an asthma attack. I didn't think to my inhaler, I guess. Danny was freaking out too, trying to call her cousin on the phone. When Sol didn't answer, she called Toby and tried to explain what happened. We couldn't understand her, so we sped walked the rest of the way to the park, which wasn't very far, thankfully. When we got there, we both stumbled over each other trying to tell everyone what happened. I guess Toby got the gist of it, so we started slowly, carefully making our way back to the house, hiding behind something whenever we heard the car coming. How I hadn't lost the soccer ball on that, I don't know. I shoved the ball out. Alec continued walking behind Toby. We got home and sat in silence in the living room for about 20 minutes when Sol brought up calling the police. I don't remember who, but someone in our family had recently got in trouble with the cops, so we didn't want to bring them into it. We all swore that we wouldn't tell our parents what went down, and up until then we never spoke about it. And after this, hopefully it never comes up again.
Story 2 by Purple Reflection. Granted, this all occurred in my early 20s, and I'm no longer with this waste of human skin. I figured I'd tell my story in hopes maybe someone going through the same similarities gets help. Back in my 20s, I dated this guy. Well, we'll call him Kyle. Kyle and I met off MySpace. Yeah, wait, I know. We hit it off right away after our first date and started seeing each other more often. Things seemed to have gone extremely well in the months that followed. Kyle's parents were getting divorced and were going through a tough ordeal. Knowing how greatly it affected him, I tried my hardest as a girlfriend to take his mind the stress and do fun shit together. His dorm mentor changed and I dismissed it as his way of dealing with the divorce. We started to have really bad fights, ones in which he would start throwing shit. Me walking out the house and him sweet talking me into staying. Things only continued to get worse. He started to stalk me. He started to time me getting to work and back. If I ended up stuck in traffic and not getting home on time, I was a stupid, cheating cunt. And he was going to kill me. And then himself. We had continued to break up and then get back together. The stress was making my hair fall and I was losing weight. I had lost many friends over the course of 3 volatile years in this relationship. I started to lose myself and everything I enjoyed because I was on eggshells all the time. If I wasn't in the mood for sex, he'd rape me. I was scared for my life as I didn't know how to get out of it. I was afraid to tell anyone, in fear he would hurt me. The last straw came when our extremely heated arguments over me not texting him back quickly. A punch, a massive hole in the wall, is what he did. Had I not ducked, it would have been me. I ended once for all, after months of ignoring his passes of being a changed man. I ended up being comfortable dating around. I ended up finding my now husband in life has truly been amazing. To anyone going through any relationships like this, you're not alone. You can get out of it. Find your strength and go. And Kyle, I pray wherever you are that you have gotten the help you truly needed.
Story 3 by user/summer of 97 sub. When I was around 7 or 8 years old, I attended a private school. When the school day would end, my mom would pick up my brother and I and take us home. Normally, we would be forced to change out of our uniforms so mom didn't have to iron it too much for the next morning. But the moment we arrived home, it was apparent we had visitors. My aunt from Ohio was sitting outside on a bench in the backyard with a strange man. Both of them smoking. She was definitely that cool family member that all of the kids liked, but the adults rarely approved of due to her tendency to smoke, drink, be brazen, and overall act younger than her age. Turns out that she was staying with us and that she had brought her new boyfriend to share our guest bedroom with. One particular afternoon, after maybe a week of them staying with us, my brother and I arrived home from school and of course rushed to hang out with our quirky aunt and her boyfriend, who seemed fun. I saw them sitting on that bench again and of course ran to their lap, sitting on the boyfriends while still in my uniform. My mom and dad joined us outside. I saw a strange look briefly upon my mother's face. She called me out to her in a sharp tone. I remember feeling shameful, but not understanding what I did wrong. Fast forward to me at the age of 20. When I was hanging out with my mom, I suddenly had a recollection of this event, prompted my mom as to why she had behaved so strangely all those years ago. She proceeded to tell me an entire story from her viewpoint. That afternoon, when she had walked out with my father, she experienced a strange gut feeling about my aunt's boyfriend. Apparently, she had an odd vibe from him, the way he smiled as I sat on his lap in my skirt and uniform, and immediately felt uncomfortable. As if his smile was not out of joy, but enjoyment and something, perverse. That night, she and my father had one of the biggest arguments that they've ever had, with her telling him she didn't trust the boyfriend. My dad discarded her strange behavior as a form of hysteria after all. The man had done nothing wrong to offend our family. She begged him to tell our guest to leave, and the next day he told them that they had to stay elsewhere because his wife was having a fit. My aunt and her boyfriend broke it off sometime later, and I knew that he was a shitty guy because he had been in prison before for something minor. But what my mom said next chilled my bones. A few years after the fighting incident, my aunt and her boyfriend being removed from our home, my aunt called up my mom for a chat. During the call, my aunt confessed that she had read a headline about her ex, who had just been arrested and sent to prison for child molestation. Whether my aunt had broken off the relationship because she had known about his fantasies, I don't know. But I do know that I am grateful that my mother listened to her intuition, despite the fact that no one believed her.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please make sure you hit that like button down below, and also make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Make sure you click that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Alex, what else should they do?
I'm gonna guess tell them to hit the bell?
You got that right. And also make sure you go check out our other channels in the description below.
I don't upload.
Yeah, please make sure you go check out the channels in the description below. And also
go check out the original post. Give them an upvote. All right.
Yeah, just give them that upvote. It would be amazing.
They don't know we're doing this. Maybe we'll get some copyright. Who cares? But after all, thank you guys so much for listening to our buttery voices, I'm sure. And we'll see you in the next one.
Goodbye!